Pain. Never ending, never existing pain. Oh, and the thing's going off the second time. Everton 1, Chelsea 0. Guys, let me know your thoughts. The streak is over. Just like The Undertaker's, every streak meets its end. And this one had to meet its end. Ben, you're sitting there fuming off what I said already. But it's one of those games, right, where I think it's a bit of a reality check for us. Like, it's been ages where we've been waiting, where our conversion rate hasn't really been made to suffer before. And this is the first game where I think we've actually been made to pay for not taking our chances. Conversion rate's been an issue over the last few seasons. That's been the one issue that we haven't changed. And we had chances to put the ball in the back of the net. Reece James hit the post twice. Olivier Giroud at the end. We really had a good chance to try and equalise or try and turn this game around. Which is why I'm not too angry coming off the end of this game. It's just more frustrating because it's one dead Gylfi Sigurdsson penalty. That's the difference between a win and a loss for us. And it's annoying, but it's a marathon. It's not a sprint race. There's still plenty of time to go in the title race. But these are the sore points that you want to rack up. Even when you got to grind out a game, you have to grind out a game. We didn't grind out this one. We had the chances. We didn't put them in the back of the net. We weren't clinical enough. And we just handed the game to Everton on a silver platter, which is annoying. But guys, if you do want to get involved in the live phone-in, DM Blues Fans TV, DM myself, Carefree Lewis G, and we'll get you guys involved in the live phone-in. Let's get our first guest on now. Ben, what are you telling me, man?
Better mood now. After AJ lost it.
Weren't you?
Oh, mate, I would have been fuming if AJ lost. But yeah, look, it was a shocking game. You can't take it away from Everton. They defended so well. But there also was not a need to defend. We weren't that threatening today. I don't think we were scoring. Our biggest chance was a Mason Mount free kick that hit the post. Other than that, I didn't see us scoring today. So I think Ziyech was missing the game. You can tell because Ziyech opens up the game. It's free flowing. Pulisic is missed as well. And you could really tell, we really missed our wingers today because obviously Tammy went on the wing. Obviously Havertz went on the wing. Werner on the wing. And I think we need to get into a situation where we Werner up front. Yeah, look, Giroud's been in fantastic form, but even he was off par today. We can't rely on Giroud, who's as old as he is, to count us for 90 minutes. So, I'd like to blame the injuries, yes. But I'd like to blame the team as well today because they just didn't want to play. They didn't look in it at all. They looked like they were just done after the penalty. Even Mendy looked, he didn't look himself today. So it's just getting used to December fixtures, really, because they're just coming thick and fast, keeping squad motivation up, and, just building on rebuilding and rebuilding. When I say trust the process, we can actually say that because Lampard is doing something. When other teams say trust the process, they end up in a relegation battle. That's the difference between two certain clubs. But yeah, it was a crucial first goal. Everton scored first. You knew as soon as they scored first, they'd throw one behind the ball. We have an attacking team. We've gone from defensive, park the bus football, counter attack to knock the ball about, Barca style of play. Try and walk it into the net. And that's about it. That's really what I can say about the game itself. But I'd like to individuals. I think Havertz needs to look at what's going on. Look, let's not protect him as much as we are anymore. Yes, look, he needs to settle. He has good potential. I'm not going to say he's a flop, but what we've seen so far, there does need to be dramatic improvement from Havertz. There needs to be some dramatic improvement from Werner as well, because Werner, he needs to be more clinical. He needs to take more chances, and he just needs to work on that finishing. Reece James had a poor game today, I think, as well. Defensively, he done okay. I think, defensively, he done well. He did what he needed defensively, but today he was putting in worse crosses than he was. He had a bit of an off game when he went forwards. I'm not gonna say he was a poor player, I'm just saying that going forward, he wasn't what he was, but defensively, he's still the Reece James that we like to see.
I definitely think it's because they added 6 players into a box for each cross.
Yeah, no, I get that as well. Like that is a big problem, but when you've got Zuma in the box, when you've got Giroud in the box, it shouldn't be a problem. But hey ho.
Yeah, it's interesting now because we got to talk about rotation. We got the Wolves games coming up on Tuesday night, and yeah, Tuesday 6:30, and now this game is twice as important to us. Any changes? How would you try and change the setup of the team for that game?
It depends on the injury situation, really, because I don't know if Pulisic is going to be ready for the game. I don't know if I don't know how long Ziyech's injury is. I generally don't know. But I don't think we should play Havertz. I think Havertz needs to sort of sit out. Maybe play, I don't know, a midfield of Mount, Kante, and Kovacic. Then yeah, that means look at the wings, and we don't have much on the wings, so kind of need to hope that Hudson-Odoi can come back quickly, that Pulisic is back quickly, or Ziyech is back quickly, or just, I know it's not popular, but changing the formation, because if we can't play our wingers,
formation to what?
I don't know. Maybe
4-3-1 again, because
a two-striker formation. Play Giroud and Werner up top.
Well, big up Craigo in the chat.
Big up Craigo.
Thoughts: front three didn't work at all and slowed the tempo and killed our chances. No change of system, which came from limited squad depth. Lampard should have changed it sooner. I'm not sure what he could have changed, but let me know what you thought he could have changed down in the comment section, because like you said, there was very limited options. We had no wingers going into this game, so we had to go for Werner and Havertz on the sides, and neither of them worked. And I'm not going to slate Havertz too much because of it, because we saw at the start of the season, you don't really have that much impact coming off the right-hand side. It didn't really look like any different now, so I'm not going to sit here and scapegoat him for it. The fact is, we just handed Everton a win when all they came for was a draw.
Yeah, I mean, it's an awkward one, because for our formation to work, we need wingers, and we don't really have wingers at the moment because they're all injured. I mean, we've seen Werner at wing. I don't think it's working. I really don't think Werner on the wing is working. But so I think we need to adapt to a tight formation with 2 up top.
Here's the thing: maybe it works. It just doesn't work with a park bus. If you get what I mean. If you're for the game to play for, it does work. Or if you're playing against an attacking side, it does work. If you're playing against a team that sits deep and put everyone's behind the bus, it don't work.
Yeah, but if you're going to do that, then not many formations will work against that. So you got to try and find a way to break down the team.
I'm not talking about the formation. I'm talking about the player in general.
That's what I'm on about.
Doesn't work well if you don't give him space in behind to work with. If not, he just has to drop deep, and he hasn't really got much impact in the final third.
And then just looking at that's what we've got to look at, because looking at turning Timo Werner into one of the most dangerous counter-attacking players on the planet, which he is. If he gets on the end of the counter, 9 times out of 10, you can hope for a goal. But you need to start working on the Premier League, which is at times playing tight. You've got to be able to get out of tight spaces. You've got to be able to, move the ball freely, get past, those 6 in defence, 5 in defence. Like, I mean, Tottenham was the prime example. They came to us, parked the bus, didn't want to score a goal, wanted to just take the point, which they did. Everton, they didn't really look like scoring either until after the penalty. There was some chances, but even then, they were just happy sitting behind the ball and taking the 1-goal lead. And there's going to be more teams that do that. Burnley do that a lot. I mean, thankfully, we managed to smash Burnley. Seems to do well against them, but we're going to come up against teams that are going to want to park the bus against us, because they know what our attacking capability is. So what we need to do is actually look at a way where we can move the ball quickly in tight spaces, and look at creating cutthroat chances, or quite simply use players who can shoot from range. Because if they're going to park the bus anyway. Why not have a crack? Why not? There was times years ago. In fact,
Well,
Sky
but here's
Sport.
the thing: when they pop the bus, all you have is just bare blocks if you try and shoot from range.
Then it happened before, and then Lampard and Drogba in that famous 3-2 scored 2 stunners. And then, we took the game. And Balak's free kick was awesome as well. So sometimes, why not? You're not going. If you don't think you're going to be able to move the ball, why not just have a crack?
Who do you think didn't do that enough then?
Havertz. But I know
blocks.
I know what type of player he is. He likes to, just build up and finish. I don't think Werner done enough again today, but I think it's because he needs to play as a striker. That's all I can really say at the moment, because the main issue we had is that we didn't have our team today. That's the main issue. But with Wolves on Tuesday, I think we need to look at what we can have. Maybe even look at Andrin in the wing potentially, and try and get a result from Wolves, who are playing bad at the moment. So.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Do you think Tino Andrin would have been a good option towards the end of the match? Because he did look confident in the game against Krasnodar. He would have been a better option for us coming off the wings, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that, to be fair.
All right, cool. Well, any final thoughts, bro?
Yeah, just take it as it comes. It is December. Weird things happen in December. Games are coming thick and fast, so we just need to get this behind us very quickly. Stay in a positive mentality. Come out and walk at Wolves on Tuesday. Show some fight, because they're going to want to attack. They're in a bad run of form. For some reason, we don't like playing teams that are out of form. So we need to just hit the ground running. We need to score that first goal, I reckon, against Wolves. And then, we can look at playing possession, because Wolves are a team, that like to push, press, and get a counter-attacking goal. And then they want to keep the ball themselves. We've seen them do it loads of times. We've seen them get results doing so. So what we need to do is we need to take it to them. We need to score the first goal, and then we need to keep the ball, just so we don't get isolated by the counter. By the looks of things, we're probably not going to have Thiago Silva due to fatigue or something, due to the age that he is and the contract that he's on. So I'd like to see maybe Tomori and Zuma potentially play. Because I think Tomori is capable of doing it. I think, we don't need to worry. And yeah.
All right, cool. Well, Ben, thanks for jumping on, bro. I hope to see you on Tuesday as well.
Yeah, you will.
All right, nice one, bro. Take care. Right, well, we're going to move on to our next guest very quickly. Bro, what are you saying, man?
I'm down still. Not gonna lie. I'm down still, not gonna lie, Lewis.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I hope the AJ fight's taken a little bit of the steam off, but let me know how you feel in the game.
Man, I just opened some packs today. You have no idea who I got today in that FIFA 21 packs.
Go on, who'd you get?
Messi.
Jeez, come on, bro.
But yeah, man.
Highlight today, then.
Yeah, highlight of the day today, man. But apart from that, it's just annoying again that the loss to the Everton 1-0, especially I've never seen this Chelsea team get jailed like that. Honestly, God, most of the games, only 2 Chelsea players hold the ball. That was Zuma and Silva. What happened then? Launch a rocket ship pass to the Everton box, bang, counter attack. After that, there's no service towards Werner or Havertz, or maybe Giroud as well, man. It's not the first time we've seen it though. It's happened multiple times last season.
Yeah, just same issue where we don't take our chance and we get made to pay for it. Do you feel like it's a reality check for us?
Little bit, yeah. Little bit. I think when we on an unbeaten run, especially Chelsea, where we could have been 17 game, I think 18 after if we won this game. I think before coming to this game, 17 unbeaten run in all competition, apart from the Carabao Cup and that. Check the stats. I think we on a 17 unbeaten game run, and coming to this game like, okay, we're not losing since September against Liverpool. Since against Liverpool, yeah, sorry, but it's just today. Like form goes out the window. Like it's just the case happened to us again today, man. It's just one of those opportunity where we could have been taking the top spot today, and yeah, it's just not working out for us today, though. Unfortunately,
It is what it is, but how do you think about the Wolves game now?
touch and go for me, man. If Lampard keep playing Havertz in the wrong position again, it's not gonna work at all because.
But don't you feel like he's getting forced to do that with the subs and the lack of
In some way, yeah, man. But look at the same time, yeah. How many times we play Havertz on our wing side doesn't work out for us this season, didn't it? Against Brighton, a little
Yeah,
bit
but
like.
what's the other options other than Tino Anjorin?
Well, you could have put. I don't know, maybe like go to like 4-4-2 formation. Like you can have like Mason Mount on the right, and then
Mason Mount on the right, we know doesn't work.
oh
We've
yeah,
seen that at the start of the season
it's
too.
just like yeah, you're right. I think we haven't got many other options. You know, it's just yeah,
So
I think you're right.
Havertz. I get he played badly, and I'm not going to try to take away from that. But he's out of position. Is what it is.
And
But
also yeah, and also yeah, and also let me say something about the people on the social media that's slating Kai Havertz, but. Today, yeah, I've seen lots of people slating about Kai Havertz, complaining about how he performed really bad. Maybe the reputation of him having the most expensive player in Chelsea history that caught up to him this season, and I think from the start of the season, I think he's still like adapting towards the physicality of the Premier League, and I do find one point during the watch along that I have to agree with you, and that is the physicality of the Premier League is very different compared to the one in Bundesliga where he previously played for the Bayer Leverkusen and that. And also, not only Havertz, also but Werner as well. I know Werner had a quiet game, but I think those two German boys have a common similarity struggle. The fact that the physicality of them, that they did not like. They never seen this like physicality at all in the previous league that they've been playing with Leipzig and Leverkusen and that. But yeah, man, it's a lesson to learn, but it's just like the run of games coming up, December fixtures and that. Some of these new players are gonna have to get used to it because we're gonna play like loads of games like during December, like during the festive holidays and that, and also the fact that it's very crucial that we have to pick up more results because teams are behind us are coming back to the normal pattern again like last season.
Yeah, Christmas is going to be the toughest period for us. The next 4 games look. There's 2 London derbies in there in Manchester City, so you just got to make of that what you will. But any final thoughts, bro?
You know what, man? It's been a hectic night, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just hate this 8 p.m. kickoff, man. It's just like the sleeping pattern. The sleeping pattern today. It's total joke, man. I haven't been sleeping like proper sleep since yesterday. Like, think about this game, because yeah. I found that very interesting before the game. Like you were very confident about going 3-0, but I'm not saying like you maybe get carried away with it, but I do have to criticize at one time maybe we have to be careful with Everton, about because before coming to this game, they haven't won I think in 3 or something like that. I don't know, and also don't forget our record at Goodison Park has been atrocious. So far, and yeah, it's just move on to Amazon Prime Video, 6 p.m. on Wolves again on Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah, at least I got Amazon Prime, so I'm happy with that.
that's the positive side in it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thanks for jumping on, bro. I'll see you on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, just shout me out to if you guys want to follow me on Twitter. That's my Twitter account, and also there's a
No.
Instagram account. Yeah. And
All right, bro, thanks for jumping on, man. I'll see you on Tuesday.
yeah, see you Tuesday. Cheers.
Take care. This game, man. I'm just gonna be glad when I can just put it in the back of my head and just pretend it didn't happen. At least Wolves comes round, and to be honest, if we won both our games, we could be top. But it is what it is. Just gotta take this one on the chin and move on. We'll chat to our next guest now. Pablo, what are you telling me, bro?
You're right, Lewis. Obviously not as happy after this game as some of the other ones, but yeah, annoying evening.
Don't blame you. I really don't. The annoying thing is, we handed this to them on a silver platter, and we really could have taken this game with if we had a bit better. If we took our chance a little bit better than we originally did. It's annoying, and I'm not angry. I'm just more frustrated because these are the sort of matches that you should be able to grind out, but we didn't do it today.
Yeah, it's an annoying one to take. I'm not going to come here and completely rip into the team or anything because it's football. You lose matches. It's our first loss in 17, and it was a bad performance. It was dull. We lacked creativity. We gave away a stupid goal. I made a load of notes here because there's actually quite a few things to talk about. But that, for me, giving away a stupid goal like that in this sort of game is such a killer, such a killer. And just the way one punted ball up from Pickford, Calvert-Lewin gets the flick on, and Mendy just clatters him. It's just like, oh. Yeah.
Here's the thing, it's annoying, but I kind of understand it because that's Mendy's style of play. For crosses, for corners, he jumps in the exact same way. And this is just a consequence of it to me.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that he's giving it away is, it happens. I think it's more the fact that that's the penalty we've lost the game by at the end of the day. Like Mendy coming out, rushing out of his goal, and then flattening one of their players. That's frustrating now at full time looking back on it, that's the moment that's lost us the game. But I think in general, just whenever we come to Goodison, I'm always looking, can we somehow get something? Because we only seem to win here when it's in the seasons that we win the league. So I think I went into this game, I woke up this morning and said, if we win today, we've got a great chance of winning the league. If we don't, then maybe, maybe we're not contenders in a way, because I think we've come here after a few games now, we've spoken about are we favourites? Are we candidates? And maybe it was a bit of a reality check. You've been speaking about reality check, and I think it was in a way. I think it was an off day, and you do have days like this in football, but at the same time, I think it's fair to say that maybe we won't win the league, but we'll be up there. But yeah, a really annoying game, basically.
It does fit in with our expectations originally because we were just wanting to be around the top three. For me, I don't know if it means it's over. I do still think there is a case of a real title contenders would have been able to get something out of this game. But this is the sort of season where results like this are popping out left, right, and centre. Everton came into this game, they wanted to draw. We handed them the early goal. They sat deep with 5 at the back and just held on to it for the remaining 60 or 70 minutes that were left in the game. These sorts of results happen, especially with the situations we have with no wingers on the bench and us trying to work with Timo Werner and Kai Havertz, which is frustrating enough as it is, and also with a chance that we should have taken, that we really should have taken. I'm not that angry because we didn't necessarily play all that poorly. If we took a couple of those chances and we win 1-2-1 or we draw 1-1, we're not going to sit there and look at it as a terrible performance. We're going to look at it as something that we grinded out. This is kind of the same thing, except we didn't take those chances, so it's a 1-0 defeat. But half the losses we've seen over the last year are 10 times worse than this, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's why I said I'm not completely gutted. I think the having no wingers for Chelsea is a nightmare right now, to be honest. I think it's so key to the way we play, and it's actually this exact fixture that we all said at the start of the season. This is what we need Ziyech for. This is what we need Pulisic fit for. And we go into a game today, and when I see the lineups come out and I see Havertz out on that right wing again, I think Werner you can have on the wing. It's not ideal, but it's more suitable than Havertz out there. But having Havertz and Werner on the wing with Giroud up front, for me, that instantly puts us at a disadvantage. And I think you saw that today. There was definitely a lack of chance creation for Chelsea. We had moments for sure, and if we were a ruthless team, we could have got a big 3 points there, just smash and grab. Maybe we would have under Mourinho in 2014, but it wasn't to be today. And I think no wingers in the team is just a massive kick in the teeth for Chelsea, because it immediately means our overall play changes completely. And the fact that they're not going to be here for the next games as well is a little bit worrying for me.
Yeah, this is a sort of game where we really could have dealt with someone like Christian Pulisic who can drive at opponents and actually try and ask questions of them. Someone who can go inside and outside. And Hakim Ziyech, like you said, that left foot could find anybody and would open up a lot more space for Reece James, who honestly had to deal with the entire right-hand side single-handedly by himself because Kai Havertz weren't at the races either. We're a victim of circumstance here, and it's annoying because if we won this game and the game against Wolves, we'd be guaranteed to go higher than third place. And that's just been thrown completely in the mud unless Fulham produce a masterclass.
Yes.
I don't know what to make of it. The next few games look hard enough as well. The only good thing is straight after the Wolves game, we got a 6-day break before the West Ham match on Monday night. What are your thoughts of the Wolves game, though? Do you keep the same lineup? Do you make any changes? What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, it leads me on to another point about squad depth, because to answer the question, I wouldn't really make any changes, to be honest, because there aren't many changes to be made. I wouldn't change the defence because I don't trust anyone to come in. I saw Ben mentioned it earlier, and if Thiago Silva can't play, then of course Rudiger's going to play, I'd imagine, as Lampard's third choice centre back. But other than that, James I would keep in. I thought James was the best Chelsea player today. Chilwell I'd keep in against Wolves for sure. It's a must. For me, it was a massive game anyway. On top of the fact we've lost tonight, like you said earlier, it makes it 2 times more important. So keep the defence the same. In midfield, Kante, Kovacic, Mount for me. And up front, I'd try and rush Pulisic back. I don't want him to get injured, obviously. But if he's fine, for me, Pulisic just has to be thrown in from the start. If we're starting with Havertz,
we're really protecting Pulisic. Like, he only felt something weird in his ankle and we took him out of this game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what they've said it is. So look, for me, if Pulisic is ready, Pulisic is ready, and he's got to play that game. If he doesn't play that game, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say to Lampard. I think maybe the squad depth is being shown up a little bit here, and not having a fourth winger at the start of the season could be looked at as a negative. I always looked at the squad at the start of the season. I looked around and I thought we have a replacement here for every position other than the wingers, because I want 2 on each side really, and we didn't have that obviously. And with the injuries we've got, that's obviously been a massive issue. And also maybe getting rid of players like Barkley or Loftus-Cheek. Maybe we could have kept one of them. I know that's always a bit of a debate going around, but they could have helped in this sort of situation maybe. To be fair, both of them aren't exactly good on the wing either. But yeah, I mean, I think the squad depth is being shown up a little bit, definitely in the winger areas, and the injuries at the wings is just the big negative for me for Chelsea right now. Today was like an annoying day. It was a bad result, but in terms of going forward for future games, I wouldn't change much. I'd almost keep the same lineup. If I could, the one change I'd make is Pulisic in for Havertz. Other than that, nothing.
All right, cool. Any final thoughts, bro?
Final thoughts are just looking on to the next fixtures. We've got some hard ones coming up. I'd say it's going to be tough, really, because you look at Wolves, you look at West Ham, Arsenal, Aston Villa. These are good. These are good sides. I know Arsenal are having a bit of a clown season, if you like, but
we can't be the team they lose to.
You just know, Lewis. You know they're turning up. I'm telling you, it's like Everton today. You watch Arsenal on Boxing Day, honestly.
It would be peak Willian. That's all I don't want to say anymore, but it would be peak. It would be peak Willian to turn up in this. No goals for us against Arsenal, but to turn up in the first game against us.
Yep.
Absolutely mad. But bro, thanks for jumping on, man. As always, it's massively appreciated. I hope to see you on Thursday as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, take care of yourself. Have a good weekend.
Cheers, Lewis. See you soon.
Bless. Right, time for what might be our final guest. Guys, if you want to get more involved, DM Blues Fans TV, DM Chelsea Sammy, or DM myself, and we'll get you guys involved. But we're going to get what might be our final guest on. Tyrese, what are you saying, bro?
I can't really say much today, right? Because it wasn't the best of results. But I'm not too critical of the performance, because today, to me, I don't think Havertz was great today. But I need people to stop with this Pepe comparison. Like, oh, when Pepe was at Arsenal, we were giving him slander and all of that. But people need to realize that this youngster got COVID-19 and he missed 3 weeks of football. Suppose now if he was playing during that period, if he didn't get the virus, maybe we won't be having this conversation about him right now. Maybe today, I think people would say the shape we can change, but why not try a diamond? Like, why can't we play Werner and Drew up top, Havertz behind, and then the midfield three usually say of Mount, Kovacic, and Kante? I think that could have worked today because today we did not have a natural number 11 and a natural number 7. We didn't have any wingers at all. So I don't think this Werner thing on the wing is going to be sustainable. I always spoke about it because at the end of the day, in the summer when we bought Werner, where do we think he was going to play?
I thought he was going to play in number 10.
Number 10?
Kai Havertz.
No, I said Timo Werner.
Oh, sorry. Timo Werner up front. My bad.
Right. I think we bought Timo Werner for that amount of money to play at striker. And if we pay that money for him to play at striker, we can't just keep chucking him out on the left all the time because he's going to get goals. We all know he's a quality player, but to me, his best area is to play him through the middle. To me, because we could play two strikers, because I just want us to ditch this 4-2-3-1 thing completely out the window. We played that early on in the season. It didn't work too well. We know 4-2-3 is our best formation. But to me, if we need to really play, because every top side usually has a go-to formation and then a backup formation if shit hits the fan. So if that's the case, I want to see us. If that's the case, and Ziyech is not fit and Pulisic is not fit, why not try to play a diamond? Do you think that could work for us? Because today that could have been a game with Werner and Giroud up top, and really and truly, Giroud's link-up play with Werner right next to him, that would have been something crazy. And Havertz behind him controlling everything, or maybe Mount. We don't know if we will put. I don't know if we're gonna put Havertz in that number 10 role, or Mount if we would have played the diamond. What's your thoughts on playing a diamond?
I wouldn't be against it as something new to try because I know we like switching formations around. That was a big key thing with us last season, switching between 4 at the back and 5 at the back. So I wouldn't be against seeing it. As a narrow diamond, it works. I think you'll get the best out of all of them, and it all depends on what the fullbacks are doing. But the output's been great on the right hand side. Ben Chilwell, I thought struggled today, if I'm being completely honest. But I'm not going to let that cloud my judgment of him overall. It'd be nice to see what he could do on that side as well. Yeah, I mean, with the injuries that we got, why not? We've got barely any wingers, and we still got most of our midfielders. So let's utilize that.
Yeah, we should have done that today. And if we played a diamond, imagine Reece James with that entire right-hand side to himself. Imagine him just constantly moving up, whipping in. Everyone struggles with stopping Reece James from putting in good crosses. Reece James, to me, is a baller. That guy is so good. Like, he was our best player today. And I don't know if today was a game to either put Giroud today, or if today was a game to play Werner through the middle. I'm not too sure. But to me, Everton didn't really play that well. Like, they got one goal from a penalty, and it was a poor error from Mendy. But we have to criticize when you do good and you do bad. Like today, that's not good enough. But he was outstanding for us with previous games, so that kind of makes up for it. But that's 2 mistakes. That's 2 errors in 2 games. And we finally can see now he has a weakness, and that one weakness is retrieving the ball when he comes off his line. So you need to if you want to be a complete goalkeeper, you got to work on that aspect of your game. Everyone is not perfect. Like, we see Edison make mistakes, and to me, the only really perfect goalkeeper we have in the Premier is probably Alisson. If we're being completely honest, Edison made some mistakes. Mendy is now coming in. He'll make a mistake or 2. So that's why no one should really get on to him. But today, performance-wise, we tried. We really worked hard. And
it was the chance creation that annoys me the most. But other than that, we weren't too bad.
Yeah, Everton sat back today. So Like we usually get on about Ancelotti's tactics, and he's a brilliant tactician, but today he just Mourinho'd us to me because he got that one penalty, and apart from like one chance they had in the second half, wasn't really going for it. We wanted the 3 points today, and we deserved something out of that game. But to me, today was a game to utilize the diamond because as a manager, if you know that Timo Werner isn't really a winger, and we know that Havertz isn't really a winger, why not try a diamond? Because you're the manager, you're the one that should be making these sort of decisions. I'm not getting into Lampard today because to me he got the lineup spot on. Formation wise, maybe on in the game, no. But lineup wise, it was spot on. But formation wise, questions there because if we play the diamond, the only thing that's going to be different is that we're not going to have the wingers. So if we play four midfielders, if we play the same three that we play in the 4-3 and Havertz in front of them, like that's a very strong midfield. And there's no way a midfield of Havertz, Mount, Kovacic, and Kante would have outdone them today in midfield. Today, midfield wasn't necessarily an issue, but we could have completely dominated our midfield if we played those four. And we could have got so much chances because we would have been bullying them in midfield. Like, imagine if we played a diamond today, we would have completely outdone them in midfield, and we would have created and Rich James crossing into Giroud, and with Timo Werner on the left-hand side getting in behind. That would have been a brilliant performance. Today, to me, I was like, you know what? This 4-3 without ZH is a bit jarring, and without Pulisic is a bit jarring as well. Why not? Like let Lampard, why not Lamps? You change it up to a diamond in the second half and see what we could do from there. But moving forward, to be honest, we weren't that bad. We were not that bad. I'm not really particularly angry at the performance because this is football. You win some and you lose some. It's the same Everton saying that beat Spurs, and look at Spurs now. Like we just have to move forward from it because I'm a Chelsea fan that's usually very critical of performance. And today, I just didn't think we played that bad. Like, Everton sat back. We tried to open the door. It wasn't working. Rich James worked hard. He was our best player. Chilwell, he didn't really have the best of his games moving forward. Defensively was okay. He kind of, for a second there, if Calvert-Lewin wasn't offside, it could have been another penalty. It was a bit reckless from him. But you got to take some for the team. And performance-wise, we know that Chilwell can do better. Rich James, maybe on a better day, he could have got better crosses in. But look, it's a decent performance against a decent team. We didn't get anything from the game today, but I'm not particularly angry, and I'm usually very angry when we lose. But because I can't be angry because of this performance. If it was a complete shithouse performance, I would have been on the players' back. But today, we worked hard. We really worked hard, and that shows that we're a good football team because we have a lot of tough fixtures coming up. We have Wolves, we have some Arsenals in there, we have Man City on just after New Year's, and if we play like that moving forward, fine. We didn't concede a goal from open play. We didn't. So we didn't concede a goal from open play. Excuse me a second.
Oh. All good?
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, I'm okay. We didn't play bad today, but right moving forward, we were great, and defensively we didn't really have that much to do. So if we're being on it performance wise, we were good. We're actually a good football team, but you can't just expect us to have 100% performance every time you go there and play. Like these guys are human beings, you know. Like we have to remember these guys are human beings just like us. They're brilliant footballers, but you can't always be spot on every single game. You lose some, you win some. It's football. Like we see Liverpool. We saw Liverpool lose 7-2 to Aston Villa. Look at them now. We saw Spurs lose to Everton in opening. You can look at them now. Football is a transitional sport, and we have to be patient because if we really want to be contenders, these sort of performances you'll like to cut out. But to me, if we have these sort of performances, it shows now some of our weaknesses. And some of our weaknesses today was lack of creativity, and we were just too much crossing. Like to me, it could have been much more forward passing. Like we can't just rely all the time from our fullbacks whipping in a good ball to Giroud or whipping in a good ball to our front man. This is not Real Madrid with Zidane static with crossing, and inshallah. We need to have a midfielder that's going to put some through balls. And I know Kai Havertz and Mason Mount, if they were in the better positions, they could be able to put some good through balls to Timo Werner on a better day. So today, the weakness is probably a bit of lack of creativity, and I guess that's expected because ZH is injured and he's been basically our main source of creativity for the second half of this season so far. So we can't keep relying on our fullbacks all the time. We're gonna have to try something different. Chilwell, he could have done much better today to me. Can't just have one fullback on the other side just with balls all the time. We need to try something different besides besides keep crossing all the time. We need to try some forward passing and moving forward. I would like to just try this diamond because right now we don't really because what Lampard did is that he managed Pulisic really well. I didn't want Pulisic to play today because if he said that his hamstring is acting up, we all know what's going to happen. He will get injured. And Everton was a bit physical today. He could have been injured, maybe, but it's a good thing. Lampard did the right thing in resting him. He did the right thing because play him today and hurt him, no. So I want to see us moving forward and trying the diamond because Werner is not a winger. We need to establish that. And Kai Havertz, he was not brought into the club to play off of the right. He was brought into off the club to be a number 10 or probably a 8. So moving forward, performance-wise, as I said, it wasn't that bad. It's a tough loss to take, but we moved. We got Wolves now on Tuesday at 2 p.m. at 7 p.m. Sorry, and we need to move forward there and get something from the game because we've been good for, as we said, 17 games before, but today was just a hard one to take on the chin, and we move. I just like to just shout out Rich James because that guy is going to become an England legend and a Premier League legend and a Chelsea legend for sure. That guy is absolutely brilliant, and I'm really happy with the performance. Today wasn't the best performance from Thiago Silva because I think he could have done better in that miscommunication when Mendy came off his line. He could have cleared it that time, but well, it's nothing much to be critical about. We take the loss. It's football. We lose games. We win some, and we need to be more patient with Havertz. As I said before, this is a foreign player coming into a new country. He needs time to adapt, and he needs time to really get into the mode that we want to see Kai Havertz in. And that COVID was a big setback. We can clearly see that. So if we pick up some form, we have 26 games left. We could pick up some form, get a couple goals, couple assists, get that confidence back up. I think we'll be a force to be reckoned with. But for right now, let's try a diamond. I'm not too sure. Lampard, if you're watching this, please try a diamond. I really want to see it.
All right, well, bro, thanks for jumping on as usual. We'll definitely be seeing you on Tuesday, won't we?
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, perfect, bro. Bro, massively appreciate you. You have a good weekend, man. Take care.
Yeah, you too.
Bless. Right. Turns out that wasn't our last guest. We have 2 more guests ready to jump on, so we're gonna get our first one on now. Vitmus, what are you saying, bro?
Well, go on, Lewis.
Yeah, not the best of results, but I mean, it was just more annoying with the way we've lost compared to what actually happened, in my opinion.
Exactly. I'm honestly, I don't mind losing, right? But as you say, it's how we lost, man. I mean, Lampard is not to be blamed, so no one can blame Lampard today. No one can say Lampard did something wrong. I think he did all he could do today with the injuries that we have had and the players that we're missing. It's just one of them games that we were just unlucky. I can say unlucky because we hit the post twice, we hit the crossbar once. one mistake from Mendy. I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna try to criticize him and thing because he has been good, but back-to-back games now he has blundered. But we got luck. We not. I mean, not lucky. We played well against Leeds, so we did enough to let his mistake not be seen. You get me? But
Yeah.
this Everton game, I mean, I think he's a good goalkeeper. I think he's good. His reflex and his positioning is good in goal when he's going to try to make a save. But I think he needs to work on his decision making. I think that's one of the things that is going to haunt him as a goalkeeper. Because when I used to live in Jamaica, I used to be a goalkeeper, and decision making is very vital, especially for a goalkeeper, because you're the last line of defense. And where he made the mistake was, I was growing up, the only time a goalkeeper should advance from his line is if his last line of defense was beaten. There's no way he should have came out right there. You get me? Thiago Silva was already dealing with
You think it was more rash
Calvert-Lewin.
from,
Eh?
you think it was more rash from Mendy?
Yeah, bro, Mendy.
I see it more as just like that's the sort of game that he plays, isn't he? He's that sort of aggressive player who always jumps off first into anything.
As
He
I
always has
said,
a fearless mentality about him. It's
yeah,
just I've said it's a consequence of it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna criticize him and saying it's his fault we lost and things like that. But I'm just saying, as a goalkeeper, he needs to make he's the decision he made today cost us. I'm not arguing and say, oh Mendes, God, I'm just saying if
Yeah.
we lost and we have to point it out. Not maybe even if he didn't do that, we may have still have lost the game, guys. To be honest, we didn't play any football today. Like the games we played against Leeds and Sevilla and all the games before that, we played nothing like that today. The only person that really played today for me was Reece James. As in, other guys tried, but Reece James stood out. That's one. I'm not going to be critical of Timo Werner once again. I think that for someone who is coming from Leipzig, being the starting striker and playing in that striker position, to come at Chelsea and he's been played all over the field. Um, I'm not gonna criticize him. I think he needs time, and he's still doing better than Havertz, in my opinion. I mean, people are saying, "Oh, COVID messed up Hazard, Havertz, bro. You are a world class player. If having COVID, bro, COVID doesn't affect everybody like the way it does some people. Dog. He just had a cold, bro, basically. He had that a month ago. He should be playing better, in my opinion, bro. I'm not criticizing him to say, oh, he's rubbish and he's a waste of money, but I'm just saying as a supporter, he needs to step up and show the fans that he's worth the money he
Part
paid.
of the reason though is because he's out of position as well.
Oh, Havertz?
Yeah, because he
Bro.
don't like the right hand side of the field. We saw him play there earlier on at the start of the season, and it didn't work out there either.
Yeah, but bro, if you're a footballer and you're talented, bro, it doesn't matter where you're playing. We didn't expect him to play like a winger, bro. This man passing is off. Like, I mean, completely off. The man passing is off, bro. Every pass he made was rubbish today. I'm not disrespecting him, but it is true, bro. The amount of time Reece James overlapped today. All he needs to do is roll the ball ahead of him so he can attack the ball ongoing. All the passes he played were behind Reece James. I know Reece James must be saying, come on, Havertz. Bro, Havertz was not the Havertz I know. I mean, I'm not disrespecting him, but he needs to step up, bro. Today was the perfect game for Havertz to be the man of the match for Chelsea. We had no Ziyech. We had no Pulisic. He should have stepped up today, bro, and showed that, hey, even if we lost 1-0, Havertz should have a masterclass game, bro. You get me? That's my point. I mean, apart from that, bro, everyone, we must be feeling so awful because it's the third or fourth season in a row we lost at Goodison Park. It's like a curse, man. Everton, bro. Last
Bournemouth was the bogey club.
Huh?
So we thought Bournemouth and West Ham were the bogey club. Is these man?
Bro, Bro, last season, same result. Season before that, same result. Bro, I don't know what is it with Goodison Park, bro, but whenever we play at Goodison Park, we're the worst, bro. I said it. I said it when I was doing my little watch along. I was like, bro, oh my word, this looks like it's going to be one of those Goodison Park seasons I get, bro. We, it's like we couldn't play no football at all, bro. Everton did nothing today to beat Chelsea. We beat ourselves. We beat ourselves. We did
Yeah.
nothing, bro. We did nothing at all. I don't want anyone criticizing Giroud because Giroud got no service. He only got one chance today and he put it over the crossbar. That ball that Werner played across the box and he was under pressure by the Everton defense. But I think the best thing Everton did today was defended well. And that was their game plan. They didn't even expect to beat us. They came in with a game plan to take a point from Chelsea and they got all three. They didn't, bro. The team they played out there was a defensive team, five at the back, bro. Five.
Yeah, it won't be at wing back.
Bro. They just tried to catch us on the counter, and that didn't work. It didn't work. Bro. Honestly, bro. I'm not angry at the club because we've been doing good, considering the injuries and the fresh players that we have coming in mixing with the players that we had before. I'm not disappointed that we lost. It's just we lost. I'm like, oh my word, Everton struggling. Last season, Everton in 17th place beat Chelsea. This season, Everton coming off a back-to-back losses beat Chelsea. Bro, I mean, the thing that bugs me also is that we have not beaten a team in the top half of the table this season.
Yeah, I've seen that stat popping up. That's
Yeah,
annoying.
yeah. I was listening. One of my friends was trolling me, and he sent me a video of this guy talking about it. And I was like, I didn't really notice it, but when he said, "Yo, listen to this video and watch," and I was like, "Oh my word!" And when I look back, and I was like, "Oh, we have really not beaten anyone in the top half of the table," and that's worrying because today was the day we should have beat Everton, who is in the top half of the table. You get me?
I've heard it stretches back to the top 13. It's that bad.
Really?
It might be the top 13. Let me have a look. Well, oh no, top 11. We beat Newcastle. Yeah, I think it's the top 11 so far.
Top 11. But, I mean, bro, as I said, even when we went 1-0 down, I mean, I wasn't worried at all. I'm still not worried. I think that Everton, they didn't deserve the win. They deserved a point, but fair play to them, they got the win. I'm just disappointed on how we lost. The way we lost. That's what bugs me, bro. I mean, no one should criticize Lampard. No one should criticize Giroud. No one should criticize Werner. I mean, Havertz, you can give him a little bit of criticism just to say play better. That's all. Mendy, a little bit of criticism. The decision making, bro. You made a poor decision 2 games in a row, but we're not being critical of them. But we just need them to know that, bro, you made a mistake. Next game, do better. We're not dwelling on it. I'm not dwelling. I'm not even gonna remember what Mendy did or how Havertz played, but we expect better from them. You get me? Bro, the team did well. 13 games unbeaten in our competition. We can do it again. We can even go further, bro. We just have to look who we're playing on Tuesday. I didn't check.
Wolves away.
Wolves away. That's not going to be an easy game considering Wolves have not had the best of games for the last 2 games. Since they beat Arsenal, they are in a back-to-back loss now. So we now have to go and take all 3 points at Molineux. That's just a few, maybe about 30 minutes from where I live. But yeah, we need to make sure we beat Wolves, because if we drop points against Wolves, I mean, our secret little speaking of trying to win the title might slip away if we lose our draw against Wolves. We need to win and continue build back that unbeaten run again, bro. You get me? Because after Wolves, I think it's West Ham. And then after that, I think
West Ham, then Arsenal,
then Arsenal, and I think City. So I didn't trust me. I didn't expect us to lose today. I don't expect us to lose our draw against Wolves. I mean, against Arsenal, that's 3 points also. I think the only game we should have been worrying about was the Manchester City game. All of these other games are 3 point games. And I mean, Spurs, I hope Spurs lose tomorrow against Crystal Palace.
Same thing with Liverpool and Fulham, but I know there's no luck in
No,
that.
there's no luck in the Liverpool game. But then we can hope for Tottenham to lose tomorrow, and then Liverpool lose or draw to Tottenham on Wednesday. That's the best thing we can hope for. So the title race remains open. So we still are within a chance to keep close to those guys. Because, bro, if those guys run away from us by 7-8 points, I'm not saying it's gonna be impossible for us to catch them, but
We're going to
it's
make
gonna
it
be
very hard for ourselves.
a lot of pressure on us, bro. And as I've said before, considering our injuries, we have to just tell the guys thanks for at least making an effort. I mean, they could have done better, but we are without wingers today, and that's where we lost the game. Without natural wingers, that's where we lost, bro. So still up the Blues. I'm not, as I'm saying, you can hear it in my voice, man. I'm not lively tonight. Everybody might be saying I'm not lively, but bro, we lose, man. We're unbeaten run, and 13 games come to an end. So
It just is what it is. You got to take this one on the chin. It's so annoying with the way that this has gone around, but just got to shrug our shoulders. We got to move on to the next one, innit?
exactly. So I mean, win, lose or draw, I'll be here for the Wolverhampton phone in. So
Yeah, I'll
up
be
the
around.
praise, man.
So definitely chat then.
Yeah, man. So
Well, bro,
up the
thanks for
praise.
jumping on as usual. I love chatting to you, bro.
Likewise, G. So take
Yeah,
care,
everyone
guys.
check out Fitness's channel as well if you haven't done it yet.
Yeah, man. Respect. Yeah, bro. One more thing. I'm a loyal Chelsea fan, but not a biased one. I have to talk the truth as it is, bro. You get me? All right. So thank you for having me again, and much love and
Anytime,
respect to you guys watching too.
Yeah, you take care, bro. Have a good weekend. I'll chat to you Tuesday.
Yeah, man. Big up, Sammy.
All right, I'll tell him you said I. Bless, bro.
Bless up. Bless up.
We've just got time for one more guest now. We're going to get our final guest on. And then I can hopefully sit down in a dark room and just forget this game ever happened. Let's get straight on to the last guest. Nippon, what are you saying, bro?
Bro, I am fuming. I'm not that we lost, but in the manner we lost.
Yeah, comment section's also annoying. I've got Arsenal fans here piping up.
I cannot wait to shut you guys up when we beat you on Boxing Day. Oh, and Werner will score. And Werner will score. Just screenshot this.
Hope so.
Right.
What are your thoughts on the game, bro?
We just weren't good enough, were we? And the Everton's tactics. I wanted to call out one player in particular, and that's that Richarlison.
Look who said Jason decided to jump in here as well.
One dirty piece of, I don't want to say the rest because I don't want to get cancelled. So yeah, Richarlison diving, really using dirty tactics. I mean, that is just something. Yeah, dirty tactics. They were using dirty tactics, and it worked.
Yeah, here's the thing. I feel like the game just fell right into their hands with the dead penalty, and after that, just had something to hold on to.
Yep, and they were time wasting. Like, I don't know why. What's with Goodison Park and us that all their players just seem to become so good when it's against us, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, like Jordan Pickford. I've slated him all season. Turns into prime Lev Yashin for those two saves. Arsenal fans should just... Yeah, focus on your relegation battle. We can't hear you.
Yeah, damn right, man. Who do you think played well today? We try to look at this at a positive point. Who do you think was on the bet?
Reece James.
Okay, good. I'll take that. But anybody else? Because Reece James is the easy choice at this point.
And who else? Mason
Jason,
Mount.
this one's for you, bro. Tapas Pulis. That's your yeah, you just got sent for, bro. How about that? That's your manager, bro.
Oh, if you didn't cheat, you would. Exactly. So I don't know what these Arsenal fans are on about. Hey, I wonder if Arsenal, whenever Arsenal face Everton, I wonder if Alex Iwobi scores the winner against them.
Yeah, that would be mad, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be funny.
Iwobi bags a winner against your club. That would be peak.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I really, really want these. I really hope the Wolves game is a win. I mean, back-to-back defeats, I just can't.
Yeah, I can't be bothered for another defeat. I can't lie. Two wins and we would have got second or first, and now we're looking at potentially being sixth at the end of the week. It is peak.
And I really hope Spurs drop points. I don't care whether it's a loss or a draw. I just hope they drop points to Palace away tomorrow. And I hope Liverpool drop. Well, the Liverpool one's not going to happen. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I hope Spurs draw or lose tomorrow.
Same, man. Any other thoughts? What team do you think we should be having for the Wolves game?
Will our wingers be fit for that game?
Nah, I don't think we'll have any fit for that match still.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna go. What's his name? Yeah, Mendy in goal. Reece James. The two, the Silva and Zuma at centre back. They've gelled their position now. They're undroppable, those two. Never smiles unless mate, we're smiling. You never smile at all. You never smile at all. You're down in 15. So yeah, I was saying, Ben Chilwell, those are the back four. A midfield pivot of N'Golo Conte and Mateo Kovacic. An attacking trio of, well, since there are no available natural wingers, Mason Mount, Kai Havertz in the centre of the park, and Timo Werner and Olivier Giroud up top.
So you wouldn't make a lot of changes then?
Yeah. You know, there is one thing Arsenal can win in the next decade. It's the championship.
Oh, jeez. Good. All you Arsenal fans, you lot just got sent for. I hope you lot enjoy that. Any final thoughts?
Oh, I love bantering Arsenal fans.
Any other thoughts, bro?
We have to win the Wolves game. And my social medias are, you can find me on Instagram at N with 4 I's, P, 3 U's, and N. And my other Instagram is where I put all my football content on 1905 updates. My Twitter is the Nipun Sharma. And you can also subscribe to me on YouTube, which is the same name as the one I'm using on StreamYard.
Yes, guys. So everyone check out Nipun's personal channel, Nipun Sharma.
In fact, my latest video is almost ready to upload. It's almost uploaded, so you can watch that.
Please, you head on to his channel. There'll be a new piece of content for you guys.
Okay. Anyway, I'll see you for the Wolves, Colin. I'll see you for the Wolves game, Lewis.
Yes, bro. It's nice chatting to you, man. You take care.
See you soon.
All right, bless, bro. Oh, I'm so tired of this game. Right. That's the last of the phone in. I can forget this match ever happened. As far as I'm concerned, this match didn't happen. We move on to Wolves. We're unbeaten in 14 games, moving on to hopefully make it number 15. Let me know what you guys are saying. If you guys are confident, but until then, I need to lie down in a dark room. Big up Vitmus, man. You take care, bro. Nippon as well, all the guys who joined in. Big up all you, man. And we'll see you guys on Tuesday. Take care.